I guess let's say, so I thought I had a manual penalty, but then my expired domain got indexed, and I can't find the penalty or something along those lines. So again, remember that in this prior question, Heather had, thought she had a penalty, and she wasn't sure what the penalty occurred from, etc. And so the first thing that I checked, was of course the backlinks to check for a backlink penalty, and we didn't find anything there. And then the next thing for me to think would be worthwhile to look at, which is where I would jump here, is to archive.org, where kind of what I was guessing at was that it'd probably been used for a PBN, because it kind of had that kind of feel to it, backlink wise, where somebody could pick it up pretty cheap and then repurpose it. And the niche on it was pretty broad, so it would have been a good PBN. And sure enough, it had been used as a PBN. A lot of people, when they're hunting expired domains, would really shy away from any domain that's been used as a PBN before, but I'll say in complete honesty that I don't mind picking them up and using them. However, you do still run the risk of sometimes having a very long lag to getting it back to index. However, you can always create accounts and submit reconsiderations to index, etc. But that's a whole other can of worms. But it's definitely doable. I've done it quite a lot, and so anyhow, you'd come to archive.org, and then you'd kind of look through the history. What this is going to do is give you snapshot images of what a particular domain was used for at any given point in time. And for her particular site, I'd seen that it was used as a PBN before. My guess is it probably got de-indexed because of that. But especially since there was no backlink manipulation on it, once that PBN has gone down, the site has sat unused for X amount of time, and then especially when it switches maybe a registrar or changes hands, you're going to see that there's kind of like a click, or what seems to be a click, where things sort of get reset. And so that was just something that wanted to bring up and touch on.
Gotcha. So yeah, for you guys that don't know, Wayback Machine, it's not working with this site for some reason. But archive.org, Wayback Machine, you can type in a site, and theoretically, what the heck? What am I doing here?
I can't see the screen.
One sec. Archive.org. There it goes. I don't know. I was trying to do some kind of like weird search or something. So yeah, here you go. You type in a website in archive.org. It's called the Wayback Machine, and you can go back through the years. And so we could go to like 2016. I just picked some random like dog site that I just looked up in Google. And so, here we are in 2016. Then I can go on June 2nd, and I can view a snapshot of what the site actually looked like at this time on that date. And so it's loading right now. It can take a second to load on these things.
Kyle said Wayback's been glitchy lately. And shout out to Kyle for making us some awesome commercials recently. Get into the Facebook group and check that out. It is sick.
Okay, so yeah, here's an actual snapshot of the site on that date or whatever. What you can do is you can go and you can, when you're shopping for domains, you can go and you can look and see, like, was this site how was it used in the past? Was it used as a PBN? Was it used as a really crappy PBN? Like, did they really just spam the hell out of stuff with it, with horrible content and whatnot? So yeah, it's just a little bit more in depth that you can go when you're doing your domain hunting. Like Nick was saying, just because it was used as a PBN doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't buy it. A lot of people won't buy it. That's one of their like hard checks. That absolutely will not buy it if it was used as a PBN. Yeah, like Nick was talking about, it's all kind of like a risk reward kind of situation that you have going on, right? So, if it's really cheap and actually has a pretty good backlink profile, but it was used as a PBN, is the, 10, 20, 50, $100, whatever it costs, is that worth it for it maybe never really coming back to life, or maybe it takes months to come back to life. But yeah, just something you kind of have to do in your own head, a little calculation you got to do. But, worst case scenario, you could always go and try to sell the domain again. So. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.